Hi everybody, Linda Anderson here, mindset magician at Tap Into Your Success, supporting soul-inspired business owners to overcome self-doubt and procrastination so they can take their business to the next level and be really well paid for the gifts that come naturally to them. And things that happen to us in childhood can have really profound effects on the way we show up in life as adults in a way that doesn't always serve us. So I wanted to share with you a little story from my own life today, just to illustrate that. So I'm balancing precariously on a chair, trying to make all the jars of beads and the boards with coloured pegs on them stay in the cupboard in some kind of order. And I'm feeling a huge weight of responsibility on my 5-year-old shoulders and feeling proud to have been chosen for the work as well. When Mrs. Appleyard, my beloved teacher, wraps her ruler on the desk and shouts, "Right, everybody, be still and stop talking." And all eyes, including mine, are on her now, and we freeze. What's coming? As I turn my gaze away from the cupboard, though, and pay attention to her, just like a good girl should, the contents of the cupboard are very slowly, almost imperceptibly, sliding towards the front. And then they reach a tipping point and they form this incredible, spectacular burst of unstoppable noise and colour. And it's just like an avalanche coming out of the cupboard and spilling out onto the floor. There's a rush of breath from the other children in the class, an audible gasp, and everybody's looking at me now, and I feel it, all the eyes are on me. "Linda Deakin, go and stand in the corner. I told you to be still and be quiet," says Mrs. A. Oh, the shame and humiliation of it, the shock and horror of it. I was trying to be a good girl. And I freeze. And I'm willing the ground to open up and swallow me. But I wasn't being naughty. I was trying to do as I was told. And in those next few seconds, some really powerful mistaken meanings are created in my little brain, such as, no matter how hard I try, I'll never be safe from getting it wrong and being publicly humiliated. So I better be on guard all the time and try and control whatever is within my power to control, just to be safe. That if I allow myself to be truly present and relaxed in the moment when I'm in front of a group of people, I'm just going to unleash the contents of the cupboard again and all the humiliation and shame that went with that. That it's not safe for me to be really grounded in my body and relaxed when all eyes are on me. And that is really not a helpful belief to be carrying if you want to work with groups. And it's definitely not safe for me to get it wrong or to make any kind of mistake in front of an authority figure. All of which really stoked up my pre-existing fear of being visible. I was very shy as a child. I was always the one at the back, and then the school reports always said Linda should contribute more in class. So being observed doing something by groups of people and getting it wrong, especially in front of teachers or anybody who knows better than me, was absolutely terrifying to that little part of me that went through that experience. Now, maybe you've got a similar story of being unjustly accused and publicly humiliated. Let us know in the comments if you do. As a consequence of this, for years, I found it really difficult to deliver to groups. And I still do, to be honest, at times find that those old fears can come up and my emotions get hijacked by the fears of that child. But now I have ways of dealing with it. So there's some new information that I needed to give to that little version of me, such as that this could have happened to anybody. That could have been any child in the class standing on the chair and the same thing may have happened. That she'd done nothing wrong. She hadn't let anybody down. She was doing the best she could in the circumstances. And then in a way, it was an accident waiting to happen. It was a force of gravity at play. And that maybe Mrs. Appleyard was having a really bad day and it was actually nothing to do with little me. And also that Mrs. Appleyard had made a big mistake sending her to stand in the corner because obviously she didn't do this deliberately. She wasn't being naughty. It's just something that happened. So even teachers get things wrong sometimes. Even teachers and people in power and people in authority make mistakes, and that's okay. It just shows that they're human. So this is a memory that came up when I was working with my tapping coach on my fear of being in front of groups or being observed by people who know better than me. And we've all got a collection of hidden experiences like this that really limit the way we're able to show up in life and that stop us truly shining and really owning the power and the value of our gifts. So I'd love to hear in the comments if any similar stories spring to mind for you, because they might well help trigger a relevant memory for somebody else to work on and clear so they can shine and be their best self. Now, I'm all about doing the inner work to build a successful business. And I recognize that the outer work is just as important. If you're just having the one or the other, it's like a bird trying to fly with one wing. So if you feel you need any help with the logistics and the knowledge and the expertise of how to create a business that is going to work for you, I've got a hugely valuable free resource for you here called Create a Business You Love Guide. And it's from my dear friend and business coach, Catherine Watkin, without whose genius and guidance in the past, I would not have a thriving business today doing the work that I love. Scroll down for the link to download. You'll find it somewhere below the video. This is an affiliate link for full transparency, and I only ever recommend people whose work I've experienced and who I know will offer huge value to you. So I hope you find this helpful. I'm looking forward to reading your stories in the comments below. And I see you on another video. Bye for now.